So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi everyone. The excitement has really picked up now and I'm eager for the action to start.
An intimidating atmosphere in the crowd. A crowd so close to the pitch here in this old-style stadium, the New Balance Arena. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Knocks it into space. Rudiger gets across to intercept that. Carreras making good progress. Vinicius Junior is in a really good position out wide. And it's Bellingham. It's a threatening ball. Rodrigo! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Madrid with the corner, they're first. France are looking to go forward now. Eder Militao cuts out the pass. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And here's Mbappe. Bellingham. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Thuram. That is a great pick out. Still goalless. Valverde. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Brazil have produced some of the best centre-halves around, and I think Militao is up there in that lineage, Peter. He's very quick and aggressive, and while he does have the odd mistake in him, or certainly did in his earlier career, he's maturing fast, and he's easing that out of his game, and
There's the shot! Goal! France! And France are in front! How very smart. He just got it right.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
France have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
And that is well cleared. And that is out of play. And he's whipped it across. Oh, important interception. Hernandez opts to play it back.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. There they go, hunting in packs. Valverde. Now it's Rodrigo. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And it's Valverde. Rudiger gets over and intercepts. And here's Rodrigo. Real chance here. He's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Valverde. He's having a hit! Oh, screamer! He's got himself an absolute peach. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it.
Valverde demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Threads one in. Now it's Mbappe. Nicely weighted ball.
Mbappe clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Bellingham really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Now who's going to be first to this? Tries one from range! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Tchouaméni. And here's Mbappe. And he's worked it through. Picked out brilliantly. Shot a goal! Oh, that's close, and that will be the last of it. It's half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's one each. France get the second half started.
Madrid are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
And here's Rodrigo. Valverde. Oh, strongly challenged there. Zaire Emery. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Alexander-Arnold kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Madrid have got it back, and they'll have another go. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, shoots! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
A wonderful ball to play him in like that. Great pace, into feet, nearly superb.
Tchouaméni.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Valverde. Tchouaméni, who's set up one goal so far. Looking to play him in. Rudiger cuts it out. He's picked his way through. Dembele, plenty to aim at here. Zaire Emery. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 11.
So we have movement on both benches.
Numero 15. Cambio di giocatori.
Olise with the short one. Hoisted in. And now a sudden chance to counter. That has been cut short. Oh, that's fabulous. Bellingham going forward. Nice control. Carreras has it out wide and he shoots! But he's left disappointed.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
No, he's not getting his way this time. Looking for the run. Oh, it's Dembele. And it's Hernandez. Dembele. Oh, it's played into the area. And it's hoisted clear.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He's in plenty of space here. He is through here. Valverde unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, that's been cut out, well played. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Goulet.
Madrid clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Bellingham. That's a good ball. Mbappe purring through the gears. That's headed upfield. Alexander-Arnold calmly anticipates. Chouameni, Doué. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Carreras picks it up now. That'll be a corner.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 5.
Corner number 2 then.
Numero 22. Numero 8. Lasciano il campo per il numero 6. Il numero 24. Il numero 2. Attenzione, una
Chouameni
sostituzione.
goes short. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. France have the chance to go the other way.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Carreras with a fine tackle. That's a little off target. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Goulet. It's Vinicius Junior. Iñigo does really well to win the ball there. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That has ended up in no man's land. They huffed and they puffed, but that will be that. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities. And so welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
And it is bouncing here in Bergamo. Not the biggest venue, but for volume and colour and personality, it is just great. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, this team has a great engine room in the shape of this guy, Tchouaméni. The Frenchman being a robust, relentless pressing machine who also excels in ball retention and recycling. I noticed he's surprisingly good at progressing play when on the ball too. Keep watching him.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Threads one in. Thuram. Chance, surely!
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Nicely weighted ball. Picked on the finish! Oh, what has happened here?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Carreras. Mbappe! Mbappe! Oh, how good is that?
What a perfect way to spark the game. The perfect statement of intent, the perfect timing, and the perfect finish.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Can he get on the end of this? That's a nicely shaped ball. Chance! And that's a sharp finish. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
France are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but...
And a chance! Mighty close.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. And here's Mbappe. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Vinicius Junior, Upamecano kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Carreras. That is a brilliant interception. Upamecano can clear it away. Great defending, strong and determined. Carreras tries to pass it through. Mbappe is flagged offside. With Rudiger. And it's Camavinga. They're urging him to... And the shot! And there's a goal! And they get themselves in front! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Madrid with the lead. Tchouaméni. And here's Vinicius Junior. And the pass is intercepted. Bellingham. Dembele. Looking for the run.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Tchouaméni. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can hurt with their backs to goal.
Zaire Emery does well not to be outdone there. He's beaten the last man.
Thuram clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
And here's Mbappe. And this is Dembele. It's Dembele! Camavinga gets a good foot in there.
Oh, great feat, that.
Out for a throw. And it's Tchouaméni. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Tchouaméni really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Pass somewhat off target.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Valverde is the guilty party there. A probing pass. That ball looks a good one. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Madrid are leading by one in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Could go all the way here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Dembele. He's free. He has got space. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Thuram! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking for options for movement. France have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. France with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Madrid are looking to go forward now. And he's intervened well there.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Saliba did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Zaire Emery. Can he get it through? Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Thuram. Bellingham. Camavinga. Koundé cuts it out. Tchouaméni. And Hernandez. Now it's Dembele.
France really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Caught offside that time.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 6.
So changes afoot here and from both sides.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 4.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the
numero 15.
execution was lacking.
Attenzione, un cambio.
And it's Arda Güler. Shot could be on. Vinicius Junior! And it's been hooked away. Oh, perfectly measured that. Taken back almost at once. Carvajal. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Now, can they get him away?
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Oh, it's come loose. He's found the way, and the shot! It's in! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 18.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. So again, we have parity.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
Hernandez, it's a promising position. Dembele's delivery. Oh, that's a fine interception. Looking for a runner. Well, that has not gone well. He won't be happy with that one. That ball looks a good one. It's played through for him. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Here comes the corner.
Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
Tchouaméni with the short one.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And here's Vinicius Junior. And he was alert to it. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
And it's Alaba. Lovely pass, but can he get there? There's the shot! Oh, he's done it! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all.
And that's it. Madrid have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. Vinicius Junior. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
And it is bouncing here in Bergamo. Not the biggest venue, but for volume and colour and personality, it is just great. Things already rolling. Vinicius Junior. Bellingham! It's wide, but only just.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
Now it's Vinicius Junior.
That's good play from him.
That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's good play. Anderson. Now, can they get him away? Oh, that was vital. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
This man Rudiger's going to be a very stern test for any attacker to beat, Peter. He's amongst the smartest defenders around with his positioning, and he's got the pace and strength to deal with the quickest opponent. He's not going to fall for cheap tricks either. He's just not that type to dive into tackles.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Good ball, good take. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Rice. Saka wants to run onto this. And here's Rashford. Eder Militao did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Tries to pass it through. He's in a great position here. That's very neat. Elects to cross. Camavinga, well seen. Saw that coming. More and more pressure on the ball here. And it's James. This might spell danger. Still goalless. Oh, this is... takes a shot! Goal, England! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
England have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter.
Goes for a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Traumeri. Now it's Rashford. Rice. Can he get on the end of this? And it's been played through. Steaming on. Shot a goal! Oh, crossbar! Rashford with the cross. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe. Konsa does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Bellingham. And it's James. Nicely weighted ball. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Camavinga. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Rashford chasing after it. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe. Good purposeful running this. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Traumeri. Tries to play it through. Big chance! And he's really put himself on the line here. Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. shot! Goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Oh, the deftness of touch, received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Madrid restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Courtois deals with that nice and simple. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Vinicius Junior.
Oh, great feat, that.
Distributed tidily. Valverde. And it's Camavinga. Looking for options for movement. Carreras.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
And he's intervened well there. Anderson. Bellingham. Valverde. Oh, well played, well played. And that brings the first half to a close. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
But it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down. He'll fancy himself from here.
And it's no surprise to see who's taking responsibility here.
He's gone for the shots. Not a bad try by any means.
Alexander-Arnold is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
James. Well, played right into his path. Watkins. Now it's Mbappe. Chouameni. Valverde. Vinicius Junior, given the lift of his goal. It's a good spell of possession, this. That is lovely. Vinicius Junior ploughing through the middle. Gehi defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Rudiger with the foul. He's not got that quite right. Camavinga. England are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape. Certainly when the...
Can he finish? And it's hit the woodwork and out. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Bellingham! It's a goal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Madrid leading now.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and make...
He's had a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
The referee's awarded a free kick. He's shaping up to have a crack from here. Looking to widen the gap even further here. Great chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? He is just caressing the ball. That is ended up in no... And a shot!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Kamavinga. And it's Chouameni. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Valverde, real chance! Oh, it rattles the bar! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
Well, he certainly reacted quicker than anyone else, Peter. He just couldn't keep his composure in the end.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 6.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
11. Cambio di giocatori.
Yehi. Eder Militao kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Looking for the run. Now it's Watkins. He's under a lot of pressure there.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Just a quarter of an hour to play.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Tries a shot! That has not gone well. Rashford.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Rodrigo. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Played into the box. It's a promising position. He's picked his way through. Now this could be a chance. Chance for a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Rashford. 5 minutes left on the clock. Now it's Kane.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
This looks promising. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Shoots! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. The message is simple. Defend this with your lives.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 22, numero 7, numero 8, numero 5. Lasciano il campo per il numero 24.
Eze plays it short.
Il numero 2.
And here's Eze. Hangs one in. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
England really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Takes on his marker. He's having a hit! Oh, that is beyond special! A worldie and a half! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! 2 up now, and they are cruising. The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible.
That's at the end. Madrid have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback. Terrific recovery, a really... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
And it is bouncing here in Bergamo. Not the biggest venue, but for volume and colour and personality, it is just great. And that gets things running. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
The Portuguese do have a penchant for producing great wingers, Peter, and this fella, Rafael Leao, is another really good example. He likes to play down the middle, or he'll go to the left-hand side, wherever he can kind of get his run started. Once he finds that little bit of space, then it's all about using his pace and trickery, and he'll give any defence lots of problems.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Oh, some astute defending there. Ruben Dias kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now that looks a decent ball. Olise gets into a good position. Vitinha now looking to orchestrate a counter. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Olise. João Neves. And it's Bernardo Silva. That's destined for the flank. And the ball's gone astray. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's a shot, and the shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Cristiano Ronaldo very much knows he had to stick that away. You're not going to get many better chances.
So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Looking to play him in. He's being urged to shoot.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Rafael Leao providing an outlet on that flank. Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao! A wonderful effort all by himself.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Bernardo Silva threads one in. Oh, it's Dembele. Olise. So it is still 0-0. Koundé. He shifted it to the flank. And he was quick to react. Rafael Leao is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
He's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Mbappe. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Approaching the half-hour mark.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Bernardo Silva. Can he get on the end of this? No, couldn't quite catch up to that. Hernandez. Now he's off and running. Well, he's ended up in no man's land. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
João Neves. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Oh, good take in a good area. Chouameni. So what can they make of this?
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
And he's decided to go for it. João Neves. Vitinha. It's Bernardo Silva. Rafael Leao. Nice looking ball. Oh, nice touch.
Such good technique.
Plenty to aim at here. Olise. Played out wide. Oh, it's Dembele. Oh, he's been caught napping. Diogo Dalot kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And that signals the end of the first period. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So neither side has found a way through yet.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Portugal clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
Portugal have a free kick. And the potential here for the first goal of the game. Cristiano Ronaldo!
France have got away with it this time, but I think if they carry on giving away free kicks in positions like that, I think they'll be made to pay. They've got to be very careful. Just a little more discipline is called for.
And that's clear cut. It's a free kick.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Doué is wide and looking to get onto this. And reclaimed it in a trice. Ruben Dias. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. Zaire Emery. Looking for options for movement. Oh, that's a... There's the shot! And that's a good finish.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
France are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Nice control. Aimed beyond the defence.
Portugal really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
That has not gone well. Knocks it into space. Now it's Pedro Neto. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Mignon with the clearance. And it's Bernardo Silva. And the pass is intercepted. Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Sostituzione per il Portogallo. Numero 10. Lascia il campo per il numero 8. Attenzione, un cambio.
Conte. He's not got that quite right. João Neves. Portugal are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. No way through. Dembele is herring after that one. And there's green grass ahead of him. And he's managed to... Rafael Leao! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Portugal really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Oh, good-looking ball.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Pedro Neto. Oh, no circumventing this opponent. Lacroix gets across to intercept that. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And no, that was never going to make it. That is good alertness. Nuno Mendes. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Oh, it's Dembele. Koundé tries to play it through. Doué in acres of space out wide. Now it's Mbappe. Dembele. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Zaire Emery. Mbappe. Mbappe gets flagged offside.
France really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Sostituzione per il Portogallo. Numero 18.
So changes afoot here and from both sides.
Numero 23. Numero 25. Lasciano il campo per il numero 16, il numero 9, il numero 21, il numero 20.
Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. That's a cute ball. Great vision, and he's in on goal. Can he finish? And there's a goal. They have stolen level at the last. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And in a trice, the substitute has... And there goes the final whistle. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
An intimidating atmosphere in the crowd, a crowd so close to the pitch here in this old-style stadium, the New Balance Arena. So straight into the action. It's loose now and they want to get it back.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Vitinha picks it up out wide. Oh, he's been caught napping. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. And that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Hakimi promptly onto that, and that is that. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. No way through. Knocks it into space. Oh, important interception. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box. They just need a good delivery.
Has a look and plays it forward. Tries to play it through. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Oh no, he's got that wrong. That's an imaginative pass. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now he's got space here.
Oh look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully a football match will break out soon.
Dembele. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Dembele. Lacroix proves too strong. And here's Doué. And here's Dembele. This is Dembele. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Played out to the left flank. Kvaratskhelia. Brilliantly cut out.
Kvaratskhelia clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Mendes gets a foot in here. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pacho.
France couldn't really be more watertight in midfield.
Goes for a shot! Goal! France! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
France have fired themselves in front.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
And they win it back again. Vitinha cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
And it's Hakimi. There's no getting past him. It's really well defended. That's been cut out, well played. Doué. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it's Ruiz. Now there's a fine ball. He's got a... Doué! It's a goal! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
We're looking at a different game now.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Across it goes. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Vitinha. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And they can counter here. He can run onto that. He has a look up. Can he finish? Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Pacho. Vitinha. This is promising. So, a temporary halt to the action. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1. The second half is up and running.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Tries to pass it through. Oh, that's a big chance! It's there!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it. Dembele! Pacho. Getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Well timed, excellent interception. Mbappe, Kone. Koundé has the space to scheme. Mbappe! Nearly, but not quite.
Mbappe is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. There's going to be a major shake-up in the attack here.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what system they'll be playing with now, Peter.
Marquinhos calmly anticipates. Now it's Doué.
Paris Saint-Germain are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is banging their favour.
Shot could be on. It's Dembele! That wasn't the worst effort in the world. Now it's Kone. That's been slipped through. And it's Hernandez. Threads one in.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Barcola. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
Hernandez is standing over this one. Good ball, good take. Zaire Emery. Hernandez. Oh, sweet feet. Oh, super ball. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Ambitious ball here. It's a promising position. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Very nicely done. Good-looking ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. 75 minutes played. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. So we have movement on both benches.
Numero 51. Lascia il campo per il numero 4. Cambio di giocatori.
Can he get it through? Now the cross. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And it's Doué. Hakimi. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That'll be a throw-in. Hernandez. He's found space here. Jackie. Great vision. And that's been drilled in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, strongly challenged there. Well, that's a dangerous ball. Paris Saint-Germain needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
He's not got that quite right.
France really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
And here's Barcola. João Neves kept his eye on it, and he's there. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He is through here! There's the shot! And that's a good finish! They have stolen level at the last! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
And that'll be the end of that. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
It is a fantastic, tight venue. The New Balance Arena now looking every bit a 21st century stadium after recent renovations. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. And here's Dembele. Dembele, he's had a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, it's Dembele. He's on it, can he get away? Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Vitinha. And it's Vitinha. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Vitinha. Nice physical challenge. And that is a little undercooked. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Stood up well to him there. Nuno Mendes. Neither side yet able to find the net. Now it's Doué. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. This is a promising build-up. And this is Dembele, and the shot! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. Kone. This looks promising. And the shot! Goal! France! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
The first breakthrough.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Nicely shaped ball. Vitinha. That's a nicely weighted pass. Ah, that's a fine interception. Looking for the run. And there's green grass ahead of him. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, it's Dembele. He's in a great position here. This is Dembele. João Neves.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Nicely aimed pass. Now, what about a counter-attack? Kone. Kone going forward. He's looking wide. Kvaratskhelia. And it's Ruiz. Now it's Dembele. Now it's Olise. Fabian Ruiz. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Mbappe might just make this. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
France clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Pacho. Oh, what has happened here?
Paris Saint-Germain certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Chouameni. Zaire Emery. Some really good ball movement. Fabian Ruiz. The message is clear, none shall pass. Pacho. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Mbappe. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Kone. And it's Hernandez. Zaire Emery. And that is the end of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Paris Saint-Germain unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
That just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. We're on the move again.
Paris Saint-Germain really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Pacho. Now João Neves. It's a good spell of possession, this. Can he finish? Nearly, but not quite. Hernandez has found the net here, of course. Time and again they are repelled. Nicely weighted ball. Mbappe wants to run onto this. Hakimi. João Neves. And here's Dembele. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Attenzione, un cambio.
It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. He's having a pop! Good try, very good try, in fact.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
Paris Saint-Germain still chasing a one-goal deficit here. That was somewhat off target. Vitinha. Good running, strong and purposeful. Now this could be a chance. France can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Olise is onto this. L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 16.892
Zaire Emery. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And it's made its way to him.
Well, at least they acknowledge the effort.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Paris Saint-Germain are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
So, a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
Tries to pass it through.
Paris Saint-Germain really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Dembele. Oh, good-looking ball.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Threads one in, and he's worked it through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Sostituzione per il Paris Saint-Germain. Numero 7, numero 51. Lasciano il campo per il numero 9, il numero 21. Cambio di giocatori.
Tries to play it through. Can he spark a counter here?
There they go, hunting again.
Little doubt, that is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Looks to me as though this is probably a little too far out for a shot. Dembele. This is Dembele.
Paris Saint-Germain really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Hakimi. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That has not gone well. And it's Dembele. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Doué. Mendes towering forward here. Now then, the ball's come loose. Well, now he's been side down. Is that a penalty? The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
Sostituzione per il Paris Saint-Germain.
Now there are plenty in the middle waiting for this. So he's plotting something before playing it in.
Il numero 33.
Zaire Emery receives it in a good position here. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Now it's Tura. Can he get it through? Oh, played right into his path. Zaire Emery.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. France nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
This is Dembele. Dembele! And he's following up! Oh, good finish! They have stolen level at the last! Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Oh, that's well spotted. Koundé, 5 minutes to add. Well timed, excellent interception. Now, can they get him away? Knocks it into space. And the finish! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
This is a Hollywood or bust corner. The final whistle is up next.
Dembele plays it short. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. And he's quick to get rid. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. A good watch, a really good watch. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
It is a fantastic, tight venue. The New Balance Arena now looking every bit a 21st century stadium after recent renovations. We're up and running then. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, this fellow, Warren Zaire-Emery, Peter, is someone who's considered to be the crown jewel of French football, and at such a young age. His rise has been meteoric, really, since mid-teens. It's rare to see somebody...
Tries a shot! That's another chance! Superb goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune. Shapes to shoot! And it's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited for me. Now they can go one better, possibly.
Searching pass he's played there. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That is good strength. Doué, this is promising. Now, who's going to be first to this? Dembele for Olise. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Mbappe. That's a shade optimistic. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Paris Saint-Germain disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Knocks it into space. Caught offside that time. Can he get on the end of this? João Neves. Now it's Vitinha. Vitinha cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do...
Oh, what a mistake! Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
It's run loose here. This might... Real chance! Goal, France! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently, and he picked out the perfect target.
France with the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another? Paris Saint-Germain are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Now it's Olise. And that pass just didn't quite work.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Delicate ball, and it needs to be. That is an excellent defensive intervention from the front man. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Zaire Emery. Zaire Emery powering forward here. Fabian Ruiz. Now it's Dembele. And it's Vitinha. Vitinha. Oh, that's fabulous. Driving through the... There's the shot! Dembele is herring after that one. Kvaratskhelia. Looking for options for movement. That has been slung wide.
That's going in strongly.
Goes down, but nothing given. Stood up well to him there. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Fabian Ruiz makes the interception. Nicely weighted ball. Now that looks a decent ball. And it's Hakimi. Fabian Ruiz. Doué providing an outlet on that flank. Mbappe looking understandably energised after his goal.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di
Nuno
recupero.
Mendes. Well, we expected better, and so did he. It's just beyond his reach. Vitinha tries to play it through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And the referee has signalled for half-time. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, I can tell you it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And we are back underway.
Paris Saint-Germain can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
And here's Dembele. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Played with speed from back to front. Vitinha. Kone wins the duel this time. And it's Ruiz. And it's Vitinha. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, strongly challenged there. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. He's having a good look here. And now as good a time as any to pull level. Vitinha! Brilliant by Vitinha! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
Oh, that is a bit special.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And he's lost his man here. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. No second thought, a straight red card. So seemingly that was deemed a denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, Peter, I don't think he even had time to blink. This is just a spontaneous reaction.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Doué with a real chance here. Well, the angle and the distance are both precisely as they were before. So what about the outcome? Vitinha!
France have got away with it this time, but I think if they carry on giving away free kicks in positions like that, I think they'll be made to pay. They've got to be very careful, just a little more discipline is called for.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Not a hint of offside here. Hernandez, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And back to the keeper. Mignon punts it upfield. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Aimed beyond the defence. And it's Neves. Vitinha running with intent. That's a sharp pass. And this is Dembele. Shifted it to the flank. João Neves. Lobbed in behind. And here's Doué. Mbappe. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
João Neves. Nuno Mendes. Now João Neves. And here's Doué. Here's Vitinha. Now this could be a chance. Oh, he's been caught napping. And it's Neves. And he's in on goal.
Paris Saint-Germain really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Hakimi kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's Neves. And that's a dangerous... Vitinha! Oh, it's a beauty! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Sostituzione per il Paris Saint-Germain. Numero 14.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, well measured. He's in a great position. Chance! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Well, the keeper spared a few blushes here. Going 2 down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, super find. He has found the way through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Cherki. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. The message is simple, defend this with your lives.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And this is Dembele. He's found the way through. Good challenge, excellent challenge. It's Dembele! And no mistake. A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And a trademark move ends with the in... And that's that. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Vitinha taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, from behind, Jim, that is some win, isn't it?
They've taken advantage of some complacency, Peter, but if you're offered a chance to do that, then you've got to be ready to pounce.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
An intimidating atmosphere in the crowd, a crowd so close to the pitch here in this old-style stadium, the New Balance Arena. So we're up and running. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing...
Dembele! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Olise! And he's stuck it away. 2, and we've barely begun here. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look of it.
And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
It is a fantastic, tight venue, the New Balance Arena, now looking every bit a 21st century stadium after recent renovations. So straight into the action. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender.
Dembele! Superb from Dembele!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good. Oh, what a lovely exchange.
Shapes to shoot!
He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Oh, takes a shot! And now a sudden chance to counter. And the finish! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
It's a really well-measured ball. In towards the back stick. And that is well cleared. Hernandez knocks it into space, and a chance! It's hit the upright, and he should have made them pay.
Dembele deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
And it's Doué, kind of somewhat off target. Here's Doué. Hakimi has it out wide and in space. That is good alertness. Vitinha. Ah, that's a fine interception. João Neves does really well to win the ball there. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And here's Doué. Doué. Nice control. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Doué considers his options. And this the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them. Dembele. And he's there to get it away. That's good running with the ball. Kone. Now it's Olise. France are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. That is ended up in no man's land. That looks a cracking ball. And he's found a way past.
That was lovely, that.
Oh, good claim by the keeper. He's certainly earned his keep there. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Doué pinches it off him. Hernandez did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Hakimi. Hernandez. Now it's Mbappe. He won't be happy with that one. Ambitious ball here. Floated through. It's Dembele! Worth a try, but not this time.
That's unlucky. The idea was really smart for me, and he's had a good go at it.
Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, that is one way to stop him. Zaire Emery. He's found a way through. Mbappe, and he shoots! Oh, that wasn't far away. João Neves. And it's Mendes. Oh, it's come loose. He has found a way through. Dembele!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
And it's Doué. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking to play him in. Oh, that's a key interception. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Hernandez. Looking for options for movement.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind.
Shot, surely! Defending of the desperate variety.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
That is good strength. Kone. Well read, nice interception. Just past the 40th minute mark. That has not gone well. And it's Doué. Saliba spots it and intercepts. Can he get on the end of this? Great chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And he couldn't finish.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
France have the chance to go the other way. Great defending, strong and determined. Saliba.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Now, can they get him away? And he's in, uncanny finish! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
This possibly the last play of the half. Zaire Emery with the short one. Now that's a fine challenge. France get their fourth corner. Zaire Emery plays it short. Delivers the ball. Oh, good climb! It's a goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fun.
And that is all they have time for. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Any thoughts on all this so far, Jim?
Well, it's been an exciting half, Peter, with each side having chances and good spells of possession. I'm hoping that both will keep this open approach.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. Back on the way then. João Neves. Now it's Vitinha. Olise. Chouameni. Saliba. He's going to be disappointed with that. He's a sharp little ball here. Mbappe. Well, that looks a decent ball. Big chance! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Chouameni gathers from the goal kick. He's on it, can he get away? Skillfully cut out, he is so at ease on the ball. And he cuts out the supply. João Neves. And it's Vitinha. That is a great big chance for a shot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Kvaratskhelia.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 17.400.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Kvaratskhelia. Oh, he's found support out wide. Vitinha has the space to scheme. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Threads one in. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And he can clear it away. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Now it's Zaire Emery. Aimed beyond the defence. Very nicely done. He is through here. Oh no, what has happened here? Marquinhos plays it long. Hakimi. That's good vision. Tchouaméni cuts it out. Zaire Emery. And it's Hernandez. Tries to pass it through. Well timed, excellent interception. It's a throw-in.
Sostituzione per il Paris Saint-Germain. Numero 14, numero 51. Lasciano il campo per
Fabian
il numero
Ruiz.
19, il numero 21.
Paris
Attenzione al
Saint-Germain
cambio.
still have the cards to affect this game. Neatly clipped into space. Dembele! Dembele! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Hernandez. Zaire Emery is wide and looking to get onto this. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Now it's Dembele. And he's quick to return it. Kone.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
France making further changes here and in quick succession. Now it's Thuram. This looks promising. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Caught offside that time. He's done very well to take that back. Engages and forces him off the ball. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Tries to play it through.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
He's in a great position here. And that is masterful defending.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. Great vision. Shoots! He lifts the roof! Is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Sostituzione per il Paris Saint-Germain. Numero 7.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. This looks very much like a shoring up of the rear guard.
Look, only time will tell now if this is the right decision, but at least the manager hasn't dawdled. You know, he's reacted quickly, and
that's the end. Paris Saint-Germain can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Paris Saint-Germain just may have felt a little extra pressure in front of their own fans that caused a nervousness and tension.